San Antonio, Texas, and the Alamo Dome. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the USF Bulls and the UTSA Roadrunners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the... And the Roadrunners ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bulls offense comes onto the field first today. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen to him.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's at the... Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he takes this from inside the 5. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rodgers. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Sweet cut there. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Isaac. Got enough for the first. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Bulls have this offense rolling. On the move, it's Isaac. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Selden. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So UTSA's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. To the air, it's McCown. That's reeled in, it's Hardy. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. The inside handoff. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking downfield on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. And back to the air on 2nd down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flips it out in the flat. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And it's the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Right on the money. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Roadrunners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. Fires quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to bull his way in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UTSA! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. Could not make his way to the corner. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Off play action. Finds his man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached the break, and it's UTSA on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw it. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Running the red zone, it's Isaac. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown Bulls!
USF.
It's a much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. He leaves it with his back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Laterals it back. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
USF.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bulls are threatening in the red zone. Running inside. It's Isaac. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. On the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peterson. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Roadrunners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Dropping back, it's McCown. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And it's the Roadrunners send out the punt unit. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. RPO complete to open the drive. There he goes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Odom. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. The run inside. It's Isaac. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. They'll run the option. No room to run, and he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Van Buren. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Makes the grab. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking to pass. It's McCown. A little screen to the running back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Bulls use their 1st timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Caught behind the line. It's Isaac. Breaks the tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal.
Number 41 on the field goal.
Smashes it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Sam Houston Bearcats taking on the Liberty Flames. And it's Sam Houston State on top right now as they look to dig out of a big hole. Dropping 4 of the first 5 was no way to start a season. Perhaps they found something here today. Back now to your game inside the Alamo Dome. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Back to throw, it's McCown. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option at working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Running inside, it's Peterson. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. The Roadrunners are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Wilson has it over the middle. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Roadrunners will hustle to the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Back to throw, it's McCown. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Going for 6. Couldn't make the connection in the end zone, and that's not the worst of it. This flag is going to back him up for holding.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. To the air on second down. Took a shot as he threw.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. The lead down to just 3, 20-17. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. And here comes the offense on second down. Red pass, it's complete. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. They'll run it from the gun. Quick spin on the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Line getting set on second down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. Looking to throw, it's McCown. He's got him this time. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The run inside. It's Peterson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. 6 men. Defense.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The play action fake. He's got the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. keeps it on the option. And that's a live ball behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise. And the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make them make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls' offense will return to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to make the catch, and he's free. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. On the delay, it's Collins. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Zings it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Rushes on him. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Maybe a crease. Picks up the 1st down.
The ball carried by the quarterback. Pickup of 13.
When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. So now it's 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. The give on the option. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th. Trying to do it on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside for defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Odom. Could not make his way to the corner. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. The screen, he's got wheels to the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's McCown. The quick out. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And it's the Roadrunners can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football.
Could be an alley. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And right down the middle. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This USF offense will open this drive right here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Collins. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Off play action. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They booted away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll move the tight end. On the run, it's Peterson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Right back to the well. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Out of the backfield, he's open. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Tight end now in motion. Going with the counter play here. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. Stop just short of the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and that'll set him up with a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Quarterback keeper on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And it's good! And they tie the game inside a minute to go in regulation.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense does not completely screw this thing.
Coming out with it, it's Branch. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Collins. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to strike first for the touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. To throw, it's Van Buren. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. It's good. And, guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
That makes the score South Florida 30, UTSA 27.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. The run inside. It's Peterson. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Whistles as we have a man down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Second down, they'll go to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They've got a little work in front of them here on 3rd down if they want to keep this drive alive and try to win it with a touchdown. Gets it out fast. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to run, it's Donald. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal and a touchdown will win it. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line. They've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball 2nd in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run it in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime just an